It's late at night. You think you're safe. You turn the lights out, and then you hear a scream and shout. No one's home. You're alone. Lay back down, pull up your sheets. Your knees start to feel weak. You can feel your heartbeat. Is your door closed? You feel your feet exposed. Now you're in a state. It's much, much too late. You can't escape this deadly fate. Warning, the following podcast contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Hi, guys. Hi.
Oh, I said hi. You're back. Like, hi.
So welcome back to Sinister Ghouls, Twisted Sisters, your paranormal, true crime, and everything creepy podcast. I'm your host, Ghoulie Gonzo, and I'm here with Jojo Ghoul. And let's talk about Tina. You guys met Tina. The volume wasn't great. We only have 2 mics. We got to get some more, but we got to get a splitter. Yeah, it was a little bit. And poopy. We hope you guys enjoyed. And I said it many times in that episode. We were fucked up.
Yeah.
Yes, but that was the whole reason we did the episode.
That's all right. Yeah. And I'm sorry about my laugh.
Oh my God, she said, what'd you say you sounded like?
I sound like, I don't know, but people are going to probably want to hit me.
Oh my God. No, you said Mr. Ed or a horse?
Yeah, like
just nay.
Yeah. Something stupid.
No.
It's
Yeah.
not a good one.
So I'm drinking a pumpkin liqueur.
Oh, it's so good.
With some ice and milk.
Yeah.
And I am drinking it really fast.
And I am drinking it.
It's so good.
It's wicked good.
Yes.
That's actually super good.
And Jojo has some churros here.
Yeah.
But it does not do anything for her in what she has to drink today. Yes, you have churros, but you still have ultra power.
Ultra power.
Oh, that's what she brought.
You brought. I brought ultra power.
Listen, we got to you. Well, first of all, let me tell you guys. I can't. We skipped tea, if anyone got that, because Poopy Ghoul was respiratory failure. Was it that, or was it respiratory infection?
Respiratory infection, I think it was.
And then it went to you for S, and Tina was like, I want S.
Oh, that's right.
And then, yes, and then she said, Satan? Yes. And then
I don't remember what the answer was.
It was supposed to be RST, which would have been...
Did we make it past T at all?
Yes, we skipped T.
Shut up.
You were supposed to be T, but you went to U.
Oh, see, that makes sense.
Okay, and then you looked at you couldn't come up with a U.
No, because I have to count through the alphabet.
You said something under you that was funny. It wasn't bad, yeah.
For you?
Yeah.
In a haunted mansion? Or in a haunted mansion.
What?
That's what Tina brought.
On our vacation.
What kind of said for you? The undead?
No, that would have been way cool if you said that. No, you said some shit, though. It was like, oh my God, how about the x-rays? Yours was an x-ray of a broken rib. What are you bringing? I'm going to bring in an x-ray of a broken rib.
I don't remember the ending of that whole thing.
Nope. And then because you did ultra power for you, it went to V for me, and I said vulgar hip thrusts.
That's right. Oh, beer's coming out of my nose.
So it really did. I don't remember if Poo-Poo said a W. Do you recall a W?
I don't remember. I feel like after
I literally
haunted mansion.
Even editing it, I'm like, I don't think I heard a W. I don't know, because then it went to X, and that was your X-ray of a broken rib, and then Y to Tina, and that was a yelling monster. And then my stupid ass said, I thought zombie, but I wanted to do something different.
Oh, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. But then I did zombie, and then I called a drink a zombie daiquiri at the end, and it's not. They're called voodoo fucking daiquiris, number 1.
Oh, but I bet there is a zombie daiquiri somewhere in the world.
Not in New Orleans, where I promoted.
But that's why you're bringing it.
Hey,
Hey-o.
So we had a lot of fun doing that, and
What time were we done? What time did we
Listen.
go to bed?
let me tell you guys what actually played out after. Remember on the podcast, we were telling you guys, our listeners, our wicked fiends, we were telling you that we're gonna watch this. We're gonna make Tina watch.
Oh, that's
Ginger
right.
Snaps.
That's right.
We're gonna make Tina watch fucking Trick or Treat. We're gonna make Tina end the night with double boils. I was gonna say, but it's not. Or hoobity waddy hoobity waddy Halloween. You know what we did? We put on hoobity waddy Halloween and watched. I watched about an hour of it.
I think I was knocked out within 10 minutes.
Yep. Literally, it was 20 minutes or so,
Yeah.
both.
I don't think Poop made it for any of it.
Yeah. It was literally we.
And it was probably 10:30.
I don't even know.
I don't think it was probably very late.
We were so. And Tina wasn't as much as us.
No, she never is. Tina's like, she stays,
Yeah.
Tina stays like the mom.
Kinda. And it's weird because Chaucer. Tina, that's a big ass yawn.
That was
Tina. Put it this way, Tina and JoJo went camping one time, and I was in a performing arts show.
Oh, Poop was in Arizona.
Yes. And I was in I had a show going on, like dancing. I choreographed numbers and stuff, and we were meeting at the camp after, a friend of ours and myself, and when I'm getting text messages through the show, and it's like, oh my gosh, what is freaking Tina? What are they doing? Tina and freaking no, they're sitting there. Taking back.
Shoot.
Like a whole 30 rack.
Throwing back.
Yeah, a 30 rack, dude. Tina fell out of the chair.
Listen, it happened so quick.
She touched my leg.
No, listen. We drove. We got subs, and we went, got the beer.
Yeah.
Because we were meeting you up there.
Yeah.
We went up, set up our tent. We set your tent up.
Yeah. My little tiny
and we're
one.
drinking and drinking and drinking.
Yeah.
We set that up. The last thing I remember about that camp trip was eating the tuna sandwiches with her, and then her falling out of the chair.
Stop.
Or did she? Or no, she fell.
She did.
And then I don't know. The rest, it's gone after that.
No,
I remember waking up on the phone with Poop yelling at me, and I'm going, "What's going on?" I was so drunk that I didn't know what was going on. Tina was laughing somewhere. I don't even know where she was in the tent.
Stop.
I don't know where I was.
You were in the tent because when I got there, it was dark. It was 9.
Right, you got in trouble because of us.
And we were unpacking the trunk, and all you can hear is laughing in this tent that's like the size of a house that Tina brought. Okay, she brought her whole fucking bedroom.
That's right, it was huge.
She literally, it was like a fucking real bedroom in the middle of the fucking campground.
I literally think it was like a 15-person tent, and it was just,
dude, it was huge.
Her and I with the air mattress.
The air mattress was like a California king, 4 feet off the ground.
Oh,
like, what do you? And I'm not even joking. It was a high ass fucking mattress.
Listen,
it was like a big ass bed.
I don't even remember.
Oh my god!
When the last thing I remember, I feel like it was like 4 PM.
No, yeah, it's probably
it wasn't dark. It was still light out.
We got there and it was dark, and all I heard was
Arizona for your cousin's graduation party.
So
you were in Arizona for that.
So you and Tina were laughing so fucking hard when I got there, like
because I had just gotten done being yelled at by her.
We got out of the car and we were just listening to you guys laugh, and we were just like, oh my lord. So getting stuff together, pulling stuff out of the car, and we have a fucking cop or fucking, what do you want to call him? Run a cop fucking
like camp
security dork.
Yeah,
he comes up. Yeah, he drives up, parks, gets out of his car. Now, mind you, I just got there 6 minutes ago, and I haven't said a word.
We didn't finish your tent either. We didn't put the thing on top
it was
of it.
wet.
It rained on the inside.
Yes.
We didn't know.
My tent was soaked. It was so wet. Blankets, everything, and they were wet. And then they're laughing, and it was like a 6-minute time frame.
You yelled at us. That's right. And Tina started laughing because you yelled at us.
Stop.
She said something. She goes, oh, Tina's so pissed.
I was so fucking mad. But listen, I realized right when we got there, we checked the tent. It was soaked. And I'm like, well, we'll have to figure some shit out. We'll have to figure it out. So we're at the trunk, like, annoyed. And I had yelled at you guys. You guys were laughing while I yelled at you, and then you laughed again.
We couldn't stop laughing.
No.
It was like when you're not supposed to laugh and you're getting in trouble.
Yeah.
That's what it was twice. Once from her and you when you got there.
Yeah. Dude. Dude.
I know.
Well, this fucking security cop fucker gets out of the car, parks it, walks up to me. I got like a fucking fan in my arm, whatever, just like, and he goes, "Excuse me, you need to keep it down." And I looked over at him. I said, "Who are you talking to?" "I'm asking you, ma'am." And I said, "Sir, I just pulled in. If you can't tell, I haven't even fucking been here, and I haven't said a word." And the person I was with was like, "Yeah, nobody's even talking."
Those assholes.
Yeah, and then you guys start whispering.
Did we?
Okay,
laughing
remember. And whispering because I think you knew what was going on and don't remember you did.
I don't remember, yeah.
And
it's
he's like
in and out for me.
He said, "We've had complaints, and it said that it's you." I said, "No, it's this campsite." I said, "But I'll let them know to be quiet." And he's like, "Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. If you don't, make sure to quiet down." And then I yelled at him. Then I thought, you know what? Fuck it. I'm leaving. I'm leaving my wet tent. I'm not doing. And I looked at him and I said, "I don't know how many fucking times I tell you it's not me. I haven't even spoke." I'm like, "Don't worry, I'm fucking leaving. You're fucking annoying." I told him to shut the fuck up, and I left. And he said, "I'll call the police." And I said, "Call the fucking police." So I dare you.
How did we not get arrested when we were the ones causing the ruckus? I can't imagine the shit they heard us yelling the entire night.
No. And they thought that they got the bandit. They were like, "All right, the night now was safe." And then you guys passed out.
We probably passed out. Mm-hmm. And so they did
because you were being fucking quiet. So
you left.
We left.
Yeah, we woke up. I remember waking up the next day and being
fucking bounced.
I was like, and then it slowly came back. Where the hell's my sister? And then and I remember just looking and being like, "Why she left?" I forgot. And then we went through her camera the next day, and there was a picture with like a wet spot on the ground and my foot in the sandal because Tina had peed on my foot when we weren't paying attention. I was in the chair like
when we weren't paying attention.
Well, no, because neither one of us were. I was sitting in the chair with my foot.
Well, she had to pay attention to pee somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. She wasn't paying attention to pee, and I wasn't paying attention what she was doing.
Ew.
Until it was too late, and I went, "Tina, you just pissed on my foot." She must have taken a picture of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we're pointing at it.
Absolutely.
I remember. I think it was just like pictures of like trees.
Stop.
Like the ground.
No.
No.
That was the worst.
Listen,
I was so fucking mad because it's only like 35.
We had so much fun camping.
35 to 38 minute ride. That's it.
Yeah, and then we had to leave the next
day. But
the
whole fucking my tent was soaked, and I didn't know how I was going to situate that. And so I was trying to figure that out.
Just left
and I got yelled at by the fucking rent-a-cop. And I was like, first I said, "Oh, okay, yeah, they were probably being loud, but it's not me. I just got here." He was adamant that I was the loud one.
Yeah, I remember you saying he was such a dick.
And I'm looking at him like, what did I say to him at one point? I don't really know, but it was something like, "I'm holding a fucking pillow in my arm." I'm like, what? And I have a fucking purse on my shoulder and a backpack. I obviously just showed up.
Yeah.
My car's lights are on.
What assholes we are to then get quiet.
Because you want to know why? You guys are trying to be quiet. And because you were trying to be quiet, I think you passed out.
Probably.
Because when I left after the guy was threatening the cops, I was already leaving, and then he was trying to get ballsy.
Listen, it's so crazy because I don't know if I was asleep before I woke up on the phone with Poop. How did that? Do you remember how that happened? Did you call me?
Yeah, I called. And
how did I answer? I don't remember. I just remember all of a sudden her being like, "How you cannot fucking drink like that? It's not safe." And I'm going, "What's going on?" I didn't know what was happening. And Tina's going like this. She does that laugh. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Yes.
I'm so confused.
And if you guys aren't understanding,
you got me mad. I'm sorry.
If you guys aren't picking up what we're putting down, Tina was the one.
No.
Karma. I said Tina was the one who used to drink nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
Like a champ.
Yeah.
Beer. Like, just, she got fucked up too, but she stayed fucked up. and she had a good time, and she really, I don't recall her ever being sick. She just wanted yummy fat food after, but like the next day.
She might pee her pants.
Yeah. Oh. I left her an adult diaper in the yearbook when we graduated
great.
because I'm so funny that I made her laugh so many times.
So funny.
And especially the time that I floored it into the front of the gas station
and
knocked
hit
down
all the windshield wiper fluid.
Yep. You guys, these windshield wiper fluid things are on these wooden like shelves. I floored my Cavalier right into it.
So
broke
funny.
the whole, I said shelves, the whole fucking thing in front of the store. Reversed, got up. None of them broke. So I just set them up on the sidewalk like around the wood.
Can you
imagine that was
if they
shattered.
all popped and like?
I would have had to buy all of them.
I would have been so mad.
Yeah.
I would have been like,
Dad would have had to buy all of them.
Yeah, because you were in high school.
Yeah, I bought that car with my graduation money.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. But
So
Tina was
funny.
with me, and I went to press the brake, and I gassed it instead, and I hit it, and she peed in my whole front seat in the passenger seat. She peed her fucking full on pants, dude. Her full on fucking pants. And then I laughed so hard I almost did. And then I was like, "You're gross. Now I gotta soak this and clean this." Mom cleaned it, I believe, for me.
Of course, they're not gonna make you.
Not knowing that I was like housekeeper for a while, that
So
I could
funny.
now I could fucking clean.
Yeah,
the whole
but
car.
you were 9. No,
not
18.
even.
You just turned 18 when you graduated.
Yeah. So that was like, she peed her pants one time when I took a turn and we hit a puddle and it came into the window and soaked her. She peed her pants.
She peed her pants.
Yeah.
Not this last sleepover, the one before.
Yes. Listen, it wasn't my car. Let me just refresh. It was somebody, Jay Ghoul.
Me?
No.
Oh no, I'm not Jay Ghoul.
It was
Oh, okay.
Jay Ghoul, and she was driving, and she took a turn in front or in the area that we live in, or like next to us, and took this turn, and I mean, we hit this fucking puddle. I slid, behind her, like in the driver's seat behind her, like behind her in the back seat.
You hydroplaned it?
No, like we went to like the side. I don't even know how she did it, but the water came in on the passenger side and soaked Tina, and she was in the front seat, and I was in the back now behind Jay Ghoul, and Tina got soaked, and she peed her pants all through her car, all through Jay Ghoul's car. I mean, soaked the seat. But because she peed, she couldn't stop laughing, so she kept peeing.
Yeah.
And she wasn't drunk. She was fucking sober.
No, she doesn't need. Remember when we just went to where we went a few weeks ago for the one night, the 4 of us?
Oh, yeah.
How many pairs of underwear did she bring?
7.
She brought so many underwear.
She brought 7. She brought 7 pairs of underwear from getting into town at 1 p.m. and leaving the next day
early at
7 a.m. So what does that say? So but the first time we really hung out and like had a sleepover type thing together, and whatever with you guys and Tina, she peed her pants. I had to
pulled her pants down in the yard. We were outside. Yes. She pulled her pants down. She couldn't open the zip thing.
Yeah, she ran out 2 steps and peed in the fucking walkway.
No, she fell out of the tent. Or it wasn't a tent. What do you call
it? With her pants down.
Yes, they were down by her knees, and you opened it, and she just fell and started to pee.
On all fours.
With her pants
she
down.
Peed all on her pants.
She's so gross, Tina.
Oh, Tina.
So fun. It is so funny. It is. Well, there's our opening rant.
Oh wait, we just talked about it. What?
Yes.
What even got us on?
Tina can drink.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
But yeah, she got
a baby now and stuff.
Yeah,
so
well, she's 9 almost. So.
Yeah, well,
or is she 8, 7 or 8?
Well, still, it's her baby. I'm just saying,
it's her baby. She is. What are you kidding? I always ask her. I'm like, "Do you have the baby next weekend?"
Yeah, that's why I said.
And people are probably thinking, like, if they hear me talk, like now Tina's going to be working with me. In a couple weeks she starts.
I know. I'm excited for you guys.
And she. I feel like I'm gonna say, so you got the baby. People are gonna think she got like a little baby.
Yeah,
but she goes along and she's like, "Nope, don't got her this week," or "Yeah, I got her till this day."
Excuse me.
Every fucking time, this is what happens.
Sometimes I forget we're recording and not just talking.
That's what substance abuse. No, it's not abuse. It's not abuse.
Substance abuse.
Which, let me just specify quick. If you don't drink, that's awesome too. Listen, we have an uncle who is straight up, straight edge, since forever.
Oh yeah.
Okay, never touched anything. I had friends that didn't drink at all. So it's like we're not here like to tell you guys get fucked. Well, I mean, you can if you want to get fucked up with us.
but
Absolutely.
No, you don't have to.
But you can literally just get some freaking food, make some fun drinks like that. Don't have to have alcohol, or just sit in your room with some popcorn and jalapeno cheese and pour that Pepsi and listen to our asses. Yeah. We are not all for something and not for something. You know what I'm saying? No, I almost said all for one and one for all.
Oh, now and then.
Stop.
I love now and then.
Okay. So, today's episode, I'm going to talk about the meaning of Halloween today, okay?
Yes.
And then we'll do a fill your drink break in like a couple minutes, but we'll so, anyways, the current English name Halloween traces back to medieval Christianity. Holy. Fuck. Okay, so fucking the word hallow is derived from Old English words for holy. As a noun, it can also mean saint. In those days, the Christian holiday we know as All Saints' Day was called All Hallows' Day. And the day before, when an evening mass was held, was All Hallows' Eve.
When the moon is around.
Yes.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Yep. That name eventually got shortened to Halloween. Okay. Halloween. First things first.
Listen, I've had a couple of drinks, and every time you're saying things, it's bringing songs to my head. Like, you just said first things first. No, my brain went, you said first things first. My brain went, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. That's what my brain did.
What?
For real. It's a song.
What?
Yeah.
Oh
so keep going. Sorry.
First things first. If you've been pronouncing it Sam Hain the whole time, you've been doing it wrong. It's called Samhain. Samhain. The ancient Gaelic festival of Samhain, which occurred on November 1st, but kicked off the evening before, is also considered the earliest known root of our, like our Halloween traditions that we do. It marked a pivotal time of year when seasons changed, but more importantly, observers also believe that the boundaries between our world, like our layer.
Oh, no, I believe it. Because our house is always acting up. I have an experience today. I forgot to tell Mom about it. I told Poop, though. Keep going, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just took a sippy. So, the layers between the worlds, whatever. And that it becomes, it's enabling them to connect with, like, the dead, the layer being thin, you see more shit.
Easier, yeah.
Ouija board, that's why people do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is also where the history of Halloween gains its, in quotes, haunted.
It's true.
Connotations.
Connotation. I like that.
Haunted Halloween.
Listen, I keep choking.
Listen, we cough so much in the fucking bonus.
I choked on my spit last night in bed. Like, laying there, I was trying to go to sleep, and I just swallowed wrong and choked so hard. Anyway, keep going. I just choke on my spit a lot.
When I was sick, I did, to the point where my legs and my arms went numb and tingled. It was weird, like I was drugged. My cough drugged me.
I get it.
What the hell?
He blew it. She was creeping and it scared me first, but I didn't want you to see it.
Be careful that you don't scare him. He'll bite you.
That's why she took her mask off that she was wearing.
Oh, yeah. As the etymology of the name suggests, Halloween has Christian roots, too. So celebrations of Christian martyrs and saints date back to the 4th century Rome. In the early 7th century, Pope Boniface, the 4th?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Roman numerals.
Pope Boniface IV, All Saints' Day on the calendar, when he dedicated the Pantheon in Rome to the saints. But the day was on May 13th. In the next century, Pope Gregory III changed this day to November 1st, when he dedicated a chapel in St. Peter's Basilica to the saints. Yet another century later, Pope Gregory IV added All Saints' Day to the universal Christian calendar, officially extending the celebration from Rome to churches everywhere.
I didn't know that.
I know, because people don't really know. People think pagan. It's just, there's so much to it.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize Samhain. I heard that before. And
it's in Trick or Treat. She says Samhain.
Yes.
Like the little girl was dressed as the witch.
Yeah. I'm petting my dog. I went. I'm slapping his booty. Booty. Yeah, so with the Christians, or with the Christian celebration of All Saints Day on November 1st came All Hallows Eve.
I almost did it again.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Or Halloween on October 31st, as well as All Souls Day on November 2nd. So it's a 3-day holiday collectively called Hallowtide.
Oh.
Yeah, so let me re-say that again so people heard that. I just want to because I want to hear it again. What was that sound? Is that weird?
An airplane.
Huh. November 1st came All Hallows Eve or Halloween. And on October 31st as well, All Souls Day. Okay, so Eve and Halloween, that's the 31st. And then the 1st was actually
All Saints Day.
Yeah. With the Christian celebration of All Saints Day on November 1st came All Hallows Eve. Okay, or Halloween on October 31st. Okay, as well as All Souls Day on November 2nd, a third day of, or a third day holiday collectively
it's a 3-day
called
Christian
Hallowtide.
Catholic celebration then.
Woohoo! So Halloween has both Christian and pagan roots. During the Middle Ages, as the Christian Roman holiday of All Saints Day spread to the other Christianized areas, Hallowtide, which we told you was 3 days.
Yep.
Hallowtide traditions merged with local culture. So like it's in Celtic regions that formerly celebrated Samhain, which you guys say Samhain. Samhain. The local Christian Halloween traditions that arose included jack-o'-lanterns, bonfires, costumes. So the early pagan holiday of Samhain involved a lot of ritualistic ceremonies to connect to the spirits. So as the Celts were polytheistic.
Polytheistic?
While there isn't a lot of detail known about these celebrations, many believe that the Celts celebrated in costume. Granted, they were likely as simple as like animal hides back then.
Okay.
Like they're not like
They weren't
us and our dragons at fucking hotel parties and winning lots of money because you built a fucking dragon. As they disguised against the ghosts, lit jack-o'-lanterns, and they enjoyed special feasts like how we snack, like Halloween parties and shit. So over time, as Christianity took over and the pagan undertones of the holiday were lessened, the Irish customs of lighting jack-o'-lanterns to ward away evil spirits came to have a Christian-themed allegory attached to it. A character named Stingy Jack outsmarts the devil, and he avoids hell.
Jeez.
But his sinful dealings keep his soul out of heaven. Instead, his soul roams the earth, lightening his path with an ember held in a carved radish. Though Christianized, the ghostly element of the story recalls the blurred boundary between the living and the dead on the night leading to Samhain. So it almost sounds like Sam from Trick or Treat.
Yeah,
you know,
a little bit.
Like the Stingy Jack.
What does he have? A carved parsnip radish?
You said a fucking parsnip.
Parsnip? What is a parsnip?
It was
is
a
that a
fucking
plant?
vegetable.
A radish.
Oh yeah, it was a fucking carved radish.
I feel like if you actually like carved a radish like you do a pumpkin, it'd probably look spooky.
Listen, I like radishes dipped in Italian dressing with cheese.
You like radish too, don't you? Yeah.
Oh. So I'm gonna fill up my pumpkin liqueur, and JoJo's probably gonna drink another Mika. And what the heck else was I just gonna say? Yeah. So go get you. Oh my God!
It turned the echo on.
Holy mother!
It scared me.
Go get yourself a fucking treat. Fill up a drink, whether it's alcohol or not. Don't matter. Come chill with us. All right.
Making a dream on this little boo brain. Da da ba da boo boo boo.
Let me just specify something now that we're back. Because we've been gone so long. We've been gone so long.
I feel like we have.
Oh my God.
To them, it was a blink of an eye.
It was a blink of an eye. A blink of an eye. What did she just say? What did she just fucking say?
She called it the moose cream.
What?
The moose cream, ice cream.
I always am kicking your little feetsies.
Gabagoo made these fucking
Really good.
Pudding,
Yeah.
Jello pudding. They're like Jello pudding shots.
It's like the texture to me,
But it's like ice cream
frozen
cream.
Cool Whip is what it's like.
Yes,
the texture.
but with a little more density to it.
Thickness, yeah.
With liquor
Yeah.
and a flavor and some chunks of fucking
a
strawberries.
Just one flavor.
She did a strawberry one, dude. It's so
really
good. There's alcohol in them, and they're like little tiny ice cream cups, is what I feel like.
Yeah.
So when she first brought it, I like took 6 or 7 of them down.
It was
ASAP.
really good.
And then I was like, all right, I got drunk quickly from it.
No, that I like those. Those were good.
Yeah. Okay, back to this fucking Samhain. So the layers and everything was thin, and blah blah, all that shit.
The layers and everything was thin.
The layers was set.
Devin Sawa, my childhood crush. Remember Devin Sawa and Casper?
Oh yeah.
Now and Then.
Mm-hmm.
Final Destination. Love Devin Sawa.
We talked about the radishes in the fucking
Yeah.
So other mystical rituals of earlier times evolved into more lighthearted fun and games.
Yep.
For example, like the somewhat heavy concept of connecting to the dead was replaced with more of like a lighthearted idea of like telling the future. Like, okay, listen, bobbing for apples.
Oh,
okay.
Jeremy.
For example, that became popular as a fortune teller game on All Hallows Eve.
Really?
Apples would be selected to represent all of a woman's suitors.
No shit.
And the guy, or apple, she ended up biting, would supposedly represent her future husband. So, in fact, Halloween previously... Yeah, that's weird, right? I don't know how, but...
That's weird.
Previously... in fact, Halloween previously posed a huge matchmaking opportunity for young women in the 19th century.
No shit.
I think I just heard something, honestly, from... was it? And that's why we drink. I don't know, but they mentioned something about suitors back in the day, like same type of thing.
Yeah.
It would be done through wet sheet hanging or some shit. Yeah, I gotta look into that.
Wet sheet hanging?
Yeah, like the form of your suitor. And I'm pretty sure it was M who was like, or Christine was like, "Oh yeah, look how hot he is. Look at that shadow. Can't wait to find my husband." Like, it was pretty funny.
That's crazy. What if you hated the shadow? What if it was awful?
I don't know. Good luck. That's the new matchmaking app. That's where we're headed. We're headed back to the past.
Yeah.
We're all gonna not going into it. So another popular All Hallows Eve ritual was mirror gazing. Now, just that comment, that sentence.
No.
Don't gaze at yourself in the mirror.
Listen, I do sometimes, and
your face doesn't look like your face.
No,
anymore.
and it freaks me out.
Yeah, and then if you smile, like try to scare yourself, it's not your face either.
I always make terrible faces in the mirror just to see how ugly I can make myself.
Oh my god!
And it is sometimes it's like,
God, I'm so ugly.
Yeah, no. Do you ever do that when you're alone? Just make the ugliest fucking face you can make.
No, I don't think I've ever.
No,
I know that I've stared at myself in the mirror and shit, but I've never made purposeful ugly faces. Oh my god! Unless I'm trying to make someone laugh, it's like a funny face.
Oh no, I make the most gross face that I can possibly make that I'm only comfortable doing to myself, and then even after I get embarrassed by myself. Like, I can't believe I just saw that.
Nope. Well, people used to mirror gaze because they were hoping to catch a vision of the future by looking into their fucking mirror.
No.
Yeah. I'm too scared myself, so I can't. So there are also reports of fortune cookie-like favors being given out during earlier times, like trick-or-treating wise.
Right.
People wrote messages on pieces of paper in milk, and the notes were then folded and placed into walnut shells. The shells would be heated. Yeah, that's not cool. The shells would be heated over a fire, causing the milk to brown just enough for the message to mystically appear on the paper for the recipient. Yeah.
Really?
It's pretty cool, right?
That's witchcraft.
It is.
That sounds like witchcraft.
Sounds dope to me.
It's not appropriate.
It's not appropriate. Trigger!
Trigger witches.
Trigger.
It's okay.
Milk! No.
Brujas.
It's
all right.
An earlier precursor to trick-or-treating is believed to be souling, in quotes.
Oh, no.
The tradition of going door to door asking for soul cakes, a treat similar to a biscuit.
Like a cookie?
Yeah, like I think of a...
Well, because in England...
Yeah, they used to say cookie.
They call them biscuits, cookies. Yeah. We don't have any money!
Yeah. In exchange for prayers for the dead in purgatory. Okay, well, let me say that again. So, because we stopped and did
I know,
all that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, the tradition going door to door asking for soul cakes is a treat similar to biscuits in exchange for prayers for the dead in purgatory.
Okay.
So yeah, soul cakes are originated as a part of All Souls Day holiday on November 2nd. So All Souls Day holiday is November 2nd. The tradition also involved dressing up, as we see. One recollection of souling in England, published in 1886, that describes children in a fantastic costume. We don't see that because I don't have that picture, but I will post it.
Oh, you've got it?
Yeah, I'll post a picture of the England published 1886 fantastic costume souling. The Scottish practice of, I guess it's guising? Guising, yeah. Secularized version of souling, swapped the prayers for trick-or-treats. Like, the costumes evolved to taking a scary turn when young Scottish and Irish pranksters got into the idea of spooking people or spooking unexpected strangers and neighbors.
No shit.
Yeah. Eventually, this evolved into the tradition of trick-or-treating in the U.S. The candy-grabbing concept became mainstream in the early to mid-1900s, during which families would prove treats. Sorry.
For what?
During which families... During which families would provide treats to children in hopes that they would be immune to any pranks or any holiday pranks.
Oh, that's my trick or treat. Give me a treat or I'm going to fuck your house up.
Yeah,
that's fair.
give me something good to eat. If you don't, I don't care. I
put down your
trigger.
underwear.
So I will SAU, sexually assault you, is pretty much what that song says. I put down your underwears.
Yeah, you're right.
Bitch, try it. Try it.
That's a fucked up nursery.
Yeah.
Is that a nursery rhyme?
I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's not a nursery rhyme.
But I do like trick or treat. Sit on my feet. Give me something good to eat. Can we come up with something else? If you don't, I don't care.
I'll pull out all your hair.
Shit. If you don't, I don't care. I don't know.
I'm gonna give you a teddy bear.
That's nicer.
I'm gonna give you an evil teddy bear.
Oh my god. No.
Oh
my god. Yes. I'll tell everyone you have a stinky derriere.
Yeah, trick or treat, smelly feet.
Give me something good
If you
to
don't,
eat.
I don't care. I'll tell the world you have a smelly derriere.
Yeah. There you go, you guys. Switch it up. Switch it.
It's still gross.
Yeah, it is gross. So, so they were trying to, they were hoping their kids were immune to these pranks. It was not until the second half of the 19th century, as Irish and the Scottish immigrants began to arrive in America in greater numbers, that the holiday took hold as pretty much part of a national, what is it, zeitgeist? Is that word?
Zygot?
Zygot?
Where?
No. Zigga zigga zaw.
You got to point to it.
Zigga zigga zeitgeist. Zeitgeist?
No, I don't know. Legit.
Guest.
Too legit to quit.
Oh my god. Zeitgeist. That's that word, y'all.
Zygist.
I said whatever.
Ziggus?
It's estimated that by the early 20th century, Halloween was celebrated across North America by the majority of candy-loving, costume-wearing motherfucking people.
It's me.
That's me. So that's the other thing. Like, what age did you stop trick-or-treating? Do you remember?
Oh, you know what? I have to say, I love trick-or-treating, but I also, even as a kid, was anxious.
Oh.
So when mom and dad decided it would be fun to maybe hand out candy and scare people, I feel like I was younger, like probably 12, and I was thrilled. Instead of going trick-or-treating, just stay and scare people.
Which has been the way it's been since.
Yeah, ever since.
Yeah.
Because I remember going trick-or-treating, and it was fun, but I hated, like, saying trick-or-treat and talking to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was a little scared.
Yeah, JoJo doesn't like that shit.
No, I don't like talking to people. Nothing against people.
But she has a podcast talking to tons of people. And let me tell JoJo, you guys ready?
What?
We have listeners in
where?
Ireland.
No way. I love Ireland.
Pretty badass, you guys.
That's cool.
Our Canada following. Wow, that's a long cheers.
Yeah.
Our Canada following has bumped up a couple percents.
No shit.
And it's called Munster, the area of Ireland.
That's really
It's
cool.
called Munster, where they're from.
I love Ireland.
Cream cheese. So that's awesome. We love you guys. But she doesn't talk to anybody. She doesn't do that. I trick-or-treated.
No.
Remember RM Ghoul? And I went trick-or-treating at like 19.
Oh, yeah.
We had our dope costumes.
Yep.
People, I mean, we got some candies.
Mom went once.
Mhm.
I think like one of the last years we went, or I went, there was a big mask and she had like a cloak and put it on it because she's just as tall as me.
Yeah, she's shorter than me.
We're short as hell. We're 5 foot.
Mm-hmm.
People thought she was a kid. She got her own bag. Because listen, everyone, Mom, she's a candy queen. Mom loves candy.
Yes.
She loves candy.
And cupcakes.
And that's another reason I didn't care when we stopped trick-or-treating because they had that big metal bowl full of candy and we would just eat it.
Yeah.
While
the whole
we were
week.
scaring people. So it was like,
Yeah.
I don't need candy. I got 18 bags of it.
Yeah, you didn't, dude. I trick-or-treated my whole life. And then I stopped. Like I said, I think my 20 year, I turned 20 years old in June. I started handing out and scaring the shit. And then I started doing my makeups and sitting outside and scaring people and all that fun jazz.
Yeah, I've always preferred to do that. And now, too, older, I like to drink while we do it.
Yeah.
And then, because then you just get shitty on Halloween but without even leaving the house.
Get shitty on Halloween.
You know, Halloween.
Oh, my God.
You look like you were putting
something in my eye. Something in my eye.
Tomorrow. It's from Bob's Burgers.
Today's tomorrow's yesterday.
There's a whole episode about it. Yeah, it's so funny.
Bob. I love Bob's Burgers.
It's the best. Best.
Today is today our Halloween holiday traditions. Oh, I got one ear on my microphone.
You mean on your?
I got one ear on my microphone.
So you're like this.
Today, our Halloween holiday traditions continue to evolve. Instead of trick-or-treating house to house, some deck out their vehicles, which you guys probably all know.
Oh, God, trunk or treat.
They do a spooky-ass tailgate, for the community. Trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat.
Which are often held in schools, church parking lots.
Which is smart, though, for people that don't want to go, especially to strangers' houses.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that now.
Yeah.
I
would walk my kid to each house because it just is the feel of Halloween for me.
Right.
But I get it. Totally.
I get being like
I don't diss people for wanting to do it.
No, I get being reserved about it, though. I'm like, that's a little weird.
In 2019, a popular movement to move the date of Halloween led to the creation of National Trick-or-Treat Day on the last Saturday of October. However, Halloween remains on October 31st. And how communities decide to celebrate, Trick-or-Treat Day or whatever day it's going to be on, it all depends on the local organizer. So where we're from, Halloween Trick-or-Treat is on Halloween no matter what day it is.
You know what? I think there was one year they did it the day before.
I
was disgusted.
Oh my God.
I was so upset because I'm like, now you've taken away the whole feeling of the fucking day for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Halloween Eve, All Hallows Eve
pissed.
and Halloween, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
No.
I was so mad because then Halloween Day came, like actual Halloween, and it was like...
This year, once again, we'll all be enjoying our favorite candy and admiring our neighbors' decorations on October 31st. Or if you're my neighbor, you've been admiring mine since August 27th.
Yeah, you decorated early. I get it, though.
Yep.
I get it.
And the only spooky spirits we'll be talking about are the witch and the ghost costumes of our friends and family. So here's some sources: irishmyths.com. I said Halloween is what it is. This is what I was going to say. What is Halloween? Here's all about the holiday's origins by Blair Donovan and Marissa Gold. So you can look up some stuff. I just wanted to give you guys like a layout of...
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, like where it kind of came from, and like don't say Samhain anymore. The Celts said Samhain.
And you know what?
This land is sour.
The ground is sour.
Stop.
I love Pet Sematary.
Sour.
I'm gonna watch Pet Sematary soon.
Did you watch the new one yet? Why did I say it like that?
No, I haven't.
Did you watch the new one yet?
I haven't watched the new one yet. No.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Try to say Irish for the Irish listeners in an
Say
Irish
what?
accent.
Do it first. I don't even know how they do it.
Oi.
Oh, you went oi.
I feel like they talk a little like this.
Yes, they do. You sound like
it's a little
Shannon
breathy.
and Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little one I watch, I always, when I say his name, I'll go, Joseph.
Oh my God.
It's so cute.
No, so cute.
But yeah, they have like that breathy, I love it.
Yeah.
Love an Irish accent.
I can't do it. I don't got the... No, I'm doing it. No.
You went like Australian.
Yeah, because I was doing Dumb and Dumber.
There you go.
No, I was doing Ace Ventura when he's in the pool.
When she's Yes.
Captain. Yeah, that whole scene. Yeah. So, okay, we wanted to do some just some extra fun little stories online.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is by 80 Cakes Enough.
What?
80 Cakes Enough.
Oh, AD. I thought you said 80, like the number.
Oh, A letter
Okay.
A, yeah. So, this is a story of what was the worst experience you've had during or on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So, this person says, it's Halloween night and there's a knock on. Okay, so this girl's telling her friend's story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this happened to my friend who is not on. It's Halloween night and there's a knock on her parents' door. Dad goes to open it and there's a man with a bag on his head standing on their porch, silent.
No.
The man makes a move to step into their house and Dad pushes him backwards. Everyone watches as the man falls backward off of their step and smashes his head on the ground.
Shut
It
up.
is revealed that the man with the bag is my friend's grandfather, her mom's dad,
No.
who was trying to Halloween prank them.
No.
He was rushed to the hospital with permanent damage,
No.
no longer able to care for himself or his wife, who had health issues as well.
No.
They both ended up in convalescent care. Additionally, my friend's mother never forgave her husband,
Oh, no.
placing the blame of the accident entirely on his shoulders.
Oh.
And then she divorced him shortly after.
Listen, you just broke my heart in 97 ways. No, I'm so upset. Oh.
I let it go.
It's shaking my brain.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
was
No, that
so,
was insane.
That was the saddest thing I've heard.
Yeah. This isn't just this is a true crime paranormal. We talked about Halloween shit, but now I'm just telling you, maybe it's paranormal, maybe it's not.
I don't know. That one's just kind of like a awful
slap in the fucking face. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so upset by that one. I'm gonna cry. How freaking sad was that?
I know.
That broke my heart.
So this one doesn't have a name. It says, junior year of high school, my cousin and I volunteered to drive some of the younger kids from church and chaperone their trick-or-treating. We were walking down the street back toward my truck when I heard a sound that was familiar but didn't click at first. I hear it again and I feel something whiz past me and hit the concrete.
Oh no.
I realized it was someone with a pellet gun about the time one of the little girls screamed this blood-curdling wail and fell down. He had shot her in the eye with a CO2-powered pellet gun. My cousin took off running toward a yard, leaned down and grabbed a hunk of gravel/concrete from the driveway and chucked it into the trees. He had a 92-mile-per-hour fastball, and he hit the kid, knocking him from a limb onto the ground. I'm wrangling 7 kids from ages 6 to 12, all screaming and crying while my cousin is beating the boogers out of this guy's sinus cavity.
Beating the boogers.
Stop. He
That's
said
so great.
beating the boogers out of this guy's sinus cavity.
No, that's the funniest thing.
Parents are running outside and it's chaos. And when the police and ambulance finally show up, long story short, kid with a pellet gun got an assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
And another charge. And the little girl who was 8 years old lost her eye from the incident.
No, that's so sad.
What a butthole.
Wait, these stories are
you guys,
sad.
they're supposed to be the worst experience you've ever had on Halloween.
So far, yeah.
So, okay, here's one by Optics on the site. Okay, Optics. What trick-or-treating, or was trick-or-treating with 3 buddies freshman year of high school when we were joking about being a little old to go, we were just talking about this. Little old to do it, but it was all in good fun.
Mm-hmm.
So they were freshman year of high school. Some kids, 2 years.
Ninth.
Some kid, sophomore, freshman, junior, senior.
Mm-hmm.
Some kids 2 years older were running around in skull masks doing rowdy teenage shit and decided it would be a good idea to take my candy.
Aww.
They were much larger than us and had no trouble. One grabbed my bag and another grabbed me and threw me to the ground in the street. No serious injuries, but I had a skinned knee and palms.
Aww.
I was so pissed and I filed a police report and the officers took it seriously. We got out of the yearbook and we got out our yearbook, he spelled that wrong, and identified the 3 of them.
Oh no.
And they were picked up that night and they were charged with strong arms robbery as juveniles and got a ton of community service and had to pay for mom's lost pillowcase and candy plus damaged clothing.
Listen.
I caught some flack for it at school from their girlfriends. They were ordered not to talk to them. but didn't really care because I felt like justice was served.
I would say, you know what? It's funny, but fuck those kids.
No, don't take. No,
yeah,
my
you
kid
don't take their
no.
candy and their
Nope.
little sad pillowcases.
Yeah, you want to do that, then you can go and be in juvenile trouble.
Like, yeah,
in juvenile trouble.
Yeah, dicks. I think they deserve it. I mean,
Mm-mm.
I don't care that he ratted.
Yeah. Okay. I go. Yeah.
Is it?
Okay. What?
I don't know.
What?
No, I don't know what I was saying.
Oh,
I said
okay.
it and then my brain went.
So, I'm not gonna do that one. That one's sad. I don't want to do that one.
Was it? Sad.
About a death. I was 14 and I went. Oh, this is by Nikki Ratu 5.
Oh.
I was 14 and I went out with my group of friends and I was always the one left out. They dressed in girly costumes and I was full on clown with big ass shoes.
She's the cool one in the group.
Yes, I agree. You are the cool one. I walked with one of the girls' moms the entire time because they were ahead.
Stop.
And the big shoes slowed me down so I couldn't keep up. Stop. They went. I'm so sorry. Nicker 25. I'm sorry. They went into a haunted house and I was too scared. So I waited outside. And then I couldn't sleep over because I was really allergic to her cat.
Stop.
But I did find a $20 bill on the floor, though.
There you go. I'm so upset.
I can't believe that.
Listen, I'm sad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving here Halloween sad.
Oh my god.
Aww.
Okay, so here's Superstars or Superstar 12 or 2012. I grew up in North Canada, and when I was probably 5 or 6, I got me a Darth Vader costume. I feel like that's how he would be saying it.
Yeah.
One of those vinyl costumes and capes with a lightsaber and a thin plastic mask. I thought I was so cool back then.
I'm sad.
Well, being northern Canada, it was exceptionally cold that year.
Oh, no.
Like below 30. Like below, negative 30. I went out that evening bundled up and ready to show off my cool outfit.
Celsius.
It's negative 30 C. Celsius.
Yeah.
I was bundled up. Hold shit. I said, hold the shit.
Hold my shit.
Oh my god. So I was bundled up ready to show off my cool ass outfit, but it was so cold. The costume just cracked. And it disintegrated as I went. As I ran around the block. Aww. Due to the weather, I barely got around the block. By the time I was home, I just had the lightsaber and mask left.
No.
The rest of the costume just fell apart in pieces as I walked around.
That's so sad.
The plastic ass, old ass costume.
Probably so cold.
It broke just like to go outside with your hands wet.
Because I feel like I can 100% picture the material.
No. No, I can't. This poor dude.
That's so sad.
This poor fucking little kid walked 18 feet in his fucking costume broke.
So far, though, his
costume broke like a glass.
Yeah, he's had it the easiest so far, though, out of these stories.
I know. Take it, man.
The other ones are really upsetting me.
Exactly. So, hold on, let me see. Fucking his costume
Poop's gone.
His fucking costume cracked. Okay. So this one is by One Chance Bread. One Chance Bread. I had costume plans with a friend who chickened out on me and wanted instead to wear her own regular clothes while I was in a ridiculous Ginger Spice costume. The
Spice Girls.
And pass her clothes off as 80s. Definitely wasn't influenced by her snotty roommate who called me immature for what I wore or anything.
Halloween.
I know. I had her drop me off after that and decided to find other plans. I decided to try and hang out with some of my other friends who were guys or males, but a girl who didn't like me and let them use her for rides, considering none of them, I can't even talk. None of them were interested in her and refused to pick me up and let me hang out with them. I didn't have a car at the time, so I decided I was going to walk there about 7 miles. Got a quarter of a mile down the street, tried to cross, and got hit by a car.
Shut the fuck up.
13 years later, I still have the metal in my ankle.
No, it's not funny. And I'm sorry I laughed.
That was like a twist.
Listen.
Like this person commented underneath it, I didn't see those last 2 sentences coming at all.
Me too. And that's why I laughed. I didn't mean it, but it was like a shock laugh. But you know what else? In movies and shit, when someone randomly gets just like by a car, it makes me laugh because it scares me. And it was the same reaction I just had to you reading it. Poor person. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
I hope they got new friends.
Strata who, something, It's not the worst, but best. I'm Australian.
What? Have another shrimp on the
Good day,
body.
mate. Halloween isn't really a thing here, but we still get some kids coming to our door at the time of year. One time my mom and had no lollies to give, so she just gave the little girl a can of soup we had in the cupboard. My God.
Poop would be thrilled.
That girl was thrilled with that can of minestrone she got. She screamed to her parents, I got soup!
Wait,
I
that's
got
so
soup.
funny.
He said it was very wholesome, and that's a nice break of some of this shit.
Yeah, because these other ones, we've got poor grandpas.
Yeah.
Cracked ankles.
Poor grandpa's cracked ankles.
Mean friends.
So,
Aww.
let's see. Mr. Bebe or Mrs. Bebe. This reminds me of my little brother. It was one of the first Halloweens, and I think his first time trick-or-treating, so maybe 3 years old. Anyway, peanut allergies were kind of common back then, but not like they are now. So we ring this doorbell, and this couple, early 20s, opens up and is so excited. My little brother says, no nuts, please. And I'm telling you, this couple got super sad super fast. What? But the guy is like, wait, we can't let you leave leaven-headed. What the fuck? We can't let you leave
leaven-headed.
We can't let you leave empty-handed. So they start tearing through their kitchen until they found a pudding cup and offered that. My brother loves pretense because he still does. And as an adult, pudding cups. He was so excited, and everything he got that night, the pudding cup was what he was most happy about. That's a happy one.
That's a sweet little story. Yeah, why is that for the worst Halloween?
It was under one of the comments, under the guy with the nice one.
Oh.
Yeah. Oi.
Oi.
I can't. What else is that in?
Oi. I don't know. It's in a lot of my books that I read.
Those two were nice.
It ended on a nice note.
But we're going to just keep going. It didn't end yet. Hold on.
Oh.
I want to do a couple more.
Okay.
Yeah. So in my 20s, one of my friends would have, this is by Leopold Discat. In my 20s, one of my friends would have a giant shindig every year. My ex and I went 3 years in a row, and each year he became more and more of a sloppy mess. The first year wasn't too bad, but the second one ended up rolling around he ended up rolling around in the grass in the backyard, making a fool of himself. But the third year, we showed up a couple of hours early to help our friend set up. But as soon as we got there, my ex decided to take one of those giant yard cups that people carry around in Vegas and made himself an enormous Long Island iced tea.
Oh, no.
He drank that thing down in like 15 tops. He started to get sick right as people started showing up. He spent the whole night sitting on the back porch vomiting like he was starring. He was starring in the remake of The Exorcist.
Projectile.
And for some reason, his friends thought I should have been sitting with him rubbing his back or something. Well, fuck that. He put himself in that position. He could live with the consequences. It was always his friends who encouraged him to drink like that, so I left him with them and went home.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
We broke up after that. I don't care if people drink, but what I can't stand is a sloppy drunk that knows they're pushing their limits and keeps going anyways.
Yeah, if you know
Cookie.
if you get to
Cookie.
No, I know.
Oh,
we all
cooking
kept
cookies.
saying 3 different names. Cooking.
Okay. Yeah. Cookie.
Cooking.
Cookie.
Okay.
Kill.
Salmon.
Ha. So. Oh my God. This is by Queen Mary. I had to wear a dress for school all the time. This one was below my knees, and when I was running, my feet got caught in the dress. I fell and skinned my knee and my leg. Both of them. Dumb and Dumber, you guys. Are those your skis? Yeah. Both of them?
Both of them.
That's where that just came from. That's why I did that. So I fell and I skinned my knee and my legs. Went trick-or-treating anyway because the blood made my costume look more real. Sweet candy. I said sweet candy, Mary.
Sweet candy,
Your name is Queen Mary.
Mary.
Oh, shit. It was freezing out, and I was shivering. I fell again, and I hurt my hand. But since it was so cold, it hurt even worse. While I was dealing with that, my friend wanted me to go to the neighborhood across the road, and I said no and said that I was hurting too much. One of the kids I was with said that I was a goody-goody because my parents wouldn't let me go. and I was lying to them about being in pain. He stole my candy, and I went home bloody and empty fucking handed.
Is this person me?
Oh my
That's how
God.
I feel. Falling twice, hurting herself.
I'm going to leave the blood for the costume because I'm cool as
yeah,
shit.
and then being made fun of for not wanting to break rules.
Yep.
If that, well, she's not, but I wouldn't have broken the rule.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
And then this person, Tony Mac Awesome, said, "That's horrible. What a little jerk."
Listen, sometimes when there's something funny, I like the comments almost more than the post.
Listen, some comments are fucking hilarious. Yeah.
You know what?
funny.
There's funny fucking people in this world.
Dude, there are. And there's some really intelligent and they write wonderfully. Yeah.
Not me.
Not me.
I don't do grammar well.
Oh my God. I don't read well. We already know that. You guys, if you knew how much editing, it's because I have too much alcohol and I can read my notes well, but I just scroll my paper.
I can't read out loud for shit.
Oh my God.
Excuse me. I have dyslexia.
It is Tina's turn. And then she said, "It is Tina's turn."
I went into podcast mode.
And then laughed, and then no, and then she went, "Back to you, fuckers."
Bruce Almighty.
Stop. I can't. Okay. So W. Eagle says, when I was around 11 or 12, I went out trick-or-treating with a friend. Ran into some older kids my friends wanted to hang out with, so we tagged along. They wanted to go pumpkin smashing. I was a rule follower and didn't want to be around trouble.
Good for you.
But I let my friend talk me into it. Not
peer pressure.
Yeah, so he let his friend.
I quieted down with it.
Oh my God, stop. We come to a house that had a bunch of great pumpkins. You could tell they spent a bunch of time on them.
No, I'm sad.
There was a candy bowl with a note, so the kids started destroying the pumpkins. I just watched, feeling extremely uncomfortable. A couple days later, I'm reading the paper, and I see a letter to the editor from the owners of this house.
I'm so sad.
They listed the address. It said how awful it was and how it wrecked their kids who spent so much time on those pumpkins.
Oh, no, I hate it.
I felt sick to my stomach. I showed my friend, and he thought it was so cool and took it to show those other kids. I realized then our association was more about living on the same street than friendship, and I still to this day feel horrible.
Good for that person, because you know what? That hits close to home for me.
Yeah.
No, do you remember the year that some assholes egged the house?
Yeah.
That Dad worked so hard on decorating,
and then M ran in my winter boots after them behind the school.
I didn't live there. I didn't live there when it happened, but I heard about it.
Yeah.
And I just remember how, like, Dad was just so, like, disappointed, you know?
Yeah.
It was so sad. I was so upset by it.
Because you guys, our house, I don't know if I've posted it on any of our pages, but our Halloween house, childhood house, my dad makes most of his props. He'll buy some masks and all that, and he, gets a couple cool animatronics, but he makes a lot of his shit. And the kids in town, like our town and surrounding towns, we're the Halloween house. Yeah. You come Halloween, there's actors in the yard ready to scare you. Like, that's just how we are. And so this one year, some teenage little fuckers threw some eggs at my side of the duplex. So sad. And Dad was really upset. So upset. And that night, and we cleaned, did whatever. And then that night, Em and I stayed awake all night long. He had to work at 4, but he stayed awake, and I stayed awake downstairs on the couch, in and out of falling asleep. Yeah. In case we had everything off, no fan, so we could hear something hit the, whatever. Well, something hit the house. So sad. And he grabbed the bat by the door and slipped in to like my boots that weren't zipped, that were like boots that were too, like they were like size 9.5. I'm an 8. Yeah. And he slipped those on. I don't know how he got his big ass nose.
Probably not all the way in. I bet he
took off. He ran and chased them behind the school, caught up to him, and they jumped over by Grandma P's house over the fence. Yeah. And one of them started crying. There were 2 kids, probably between the age of 14 and 16. Wow. And then we called cops on them. Good. And the cops said, "No, don't like beat him with a bat, because
don't beat him with a bat."
Because we were like, knock these little motherfuckers out. No, we don't condone it. But it was sad because Dad was sad.
Because of how hard he works. And he does it for the...
Yes, and in summertime, you guys, there's a playground next to their house. Yeah. My father brings popsicles out and gives it to all the kids. Yeah. Like, he always has popsicles.
Sad. And People every year, they
Mhm.
come, they take pictures of the
Yep.
house. Like, it's a special
Yes,
thing.
we were in the
I can't
paper
even, listen, I
one
can't even,
time.
were we?
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Yeah, back before I moved. Yeah, yeah.
Listen, I can't though. People, there's
Mm-mm.
ever since you put the decorations up, there'll be people outside, and you know
Yeah.
me, I'm nuts.
Yeah.
And I'm always like,
Who's out there?
Someone's
Who's standing
staring
there?
at the house.
Yeah.
Why
And
is
it's
someone staring?
people
And then I'll see
coming
them with their
by.
phone,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
never mind. People are taking pictures.
Yep, absolutely.
But that really, so that story is sad because
you work really hard for people to fuck that shit up.
Oh, don't be a
But
dick.
keep working that way either way, no matter what. Like Dad kept doing it every year after that.
I know. It was just sad. Just the disappointment.
It was really annoying.
It was really sad to me.
It was really fucking annoying. She's gonna cry.
I could
So
cry.
this person's deleted. But it says a few years ago on October 29th, I had an operation on my shoulder, which was closed with 12 staples. On Halloween, 2 days later, my young daughter wanted to go trick-or-treating, and high on prescription painkillers, I thought it was a great idea to take her. With my arm in a sling, we went trick-or-treating, and I ended up racing her from house to house. Between two houses, I slipped, and I fell directly on my arm in the sling. Yeah. It's not that bad, though.
Yeah,
Probably not, you idiot.
Probably didn't feel great.
But that doesn't fit in these horrific stories. Let's try this one. A devil's boy, you.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't like that name.
Went to a small Halloween get-together, me, my wife, and a few friends, and had a great time playing games and drinking. My wife even got fairly drunk, which is really unusual for her. We go home around midnight, Uber, we're responsible, and get ready for bed. Yep, my wife starts having some abdominal pain. We don't think anything of it. It's getting close to that time of month. Nothing really unexpected. Fast forward an hour later, and she's writhing on the bed in the worst pain of her life. I rush her to the ER, and the staff there takes her into a room and starts doing their thing, asking questions, drawing blood, etc., etc. Yeah. One of them take me out in the hallway and give me the worst news I've ever had. There's a chance that it could be serious, maybe ovarian cysts or some kind of aggressive cancer, and her life could very much be in danger. Holy shit. I go back in the room and I try to keep strong face for her sake. She hasn't heard any of this, and they're barely starting to draw blood to run the tests. Then suddenly her pain evaporates. Gone. She looked up at a nurse and asked if she had been given any drugs and was told no. All they've done so far is draw some blood. Turns out it was a kidney stone.
Oh.
A fucking stone, he says. I had the ever-loving shit scared out of me over that little tiny stone. 4 millimeter as it turned out. Granted, I'm sure it hurt like absolutely hell. But even 10 years later, I'm furious that person had the conversation with me before they even ran any tests.
Yeah, that's insane.
Jesus, see, I thought I was going to lose her. Yeah, we've never gone back to that hospital.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you can't just fucking go over there and be like, it could be a cyst or aggressive cancer.
Kidney stones are no joke either.
Yeah.
And yeah, what do you mean?
Core ghoul.
Yeah.
He had surgery and everything because of it. Yeah.
See, I would say I had that ovarian cyst. Remember the size of grapefruit had to have emergency surgery.
He was passing stones.
I thought it was a grapefruit.
I don't remember. They're about the same size.
It was big.
Yeah, softball and a grapefruit.
It was rough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, he was passing stones through.
Yeah.
Oh, gagagigoo.
Gaggy baga.
Gaggy baga.
Right. You crying, Mr. Dope? Crying.
So, anyways, person wrote, I choked on a gobstopper. Heimlich got it out of my trachea, but it then got stuck in my esophagus, and I got it down with some bread. My throat hurt for freaking days. My parents called an ambulance, but we got it resolved before they even came. Super scary. I have two young kids now, that have been getting gobstoppers and jawbreakers on Halloween since they were 2. I always take them away and throw it in the garbage.
Because that candy, it's hard and round. It's perfect to lodge right in your throat.
Dude, but how he started it? Choked on a gobstopper.
That was great. That was a good one.
That was your buns and thighs.
That's what, you know what? That's what I needed after the other
That's why I read it, because I was like, what the freak? Yeah. Thank you. So we'll read 2 more.
Okay.
My girlfriend asked me to go with her and her son trick-or-treating. We picked out costumes for everybody. We invited the neighbor kids. Is this the Candy Man? What was his name? Ronald.
See, I almost said.
Is this his neighbor?
I almost said DeFeo.
Oh my God. So we picked out some costumes, invited the neighbor's kids. and went around for about 4 hours. We took tons of pictures of us and the kids, and the kitten followed us. Oh, wait, where's the kitten?
Aw.
And a kitten followed us back to the house that we ended up keeping.
Good.
We dropped off the kids with their parents and went home and got the kiddos ready for school the next day while trying to keep him from eating too much candy. The next day at work, our mutual friend asked what I did for Halloween. Told her to check the girlfriend's Facebook because she posts everything, and I wanted her to see the kitten's picture.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm cropped out of every picture. All people we visited, all the other kids' parents, and a few of the neighbors we stopped and talked to are tagged in her posts about how much fun her and her son had.
What? Why?
Felt like I was cut out of her public life. What?
That's sad.
Oh my God.
What an asshole. Oh, Poop hates that. Look at her. She's so upset. That's
Because
a
what a
sad one.
bitch.
That's
What a
sad.
bitch.
Yeah,
She
you
needs
know
to-
what? F
Mhm.
that.
Yep. This isn't terrible. It's just funny and a little embarrassing.
Okay.
All right, Bibbly Boggins. Stop.
Bibbly Boggins. I love it.
So this isn't terrible. It's just funny and a little embarrassing. I went to a Halloween hunt at King's Dominion in 2016. My inquisitive girlfriend looked inside the window of this obvious painted facade that looked like a wagon. Inside was really a dressing room trailer for the costume people paid to go around and scare. So it wasn't even, it was just a fucking.
That's where people are getting
Stop.
ready to go out.
Yeah. I'm already like, come on, let's get out of here. Then a clown appears standing next to us like he was there the whole time.
Stop.
Hey, she's peeping, he squeaks, with a red nose and everything. Hey, everyone, she's a peeper. He shouts to guests passing by. He's pointing at her with his goofily large glove. I grabbed her and we ran, and that was the time we almost got canceled by clown dummies, zombie clowns. I said clown dummies. Canceled by zombie
because
clowns.
I was reading it as it said zombie clowns, and
Yes.
you said clown dummies, and I went, huh?
Clown dummies.
That's
funny. So those are just some fun, bad,
I love
and I guess a
Halloween.
couple good Halloween stories.
It's a little sad, a little fun.
Little bit.
You know.
So
Like life.
Yeah. Like life.
A little sad, a
True.
little fun.
True. That's true. Okay, so listener support, you guys. You can find a link on, I think, our pages that we're on. And it's 99 cents, $4.99, $9.99. If you try to do it, sometimes banks want you to approve it. People will just use a credit card. I mean, you don't have to. We're not telling you guys to, but it helps us.
Yeah.
Right now, we're trying to just save so we can go to an actual location and video it. So listener support and the ones that are supporting us, we love you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And our listeners in general, we just want to tell you guys we love you. All of you are part of what? The Sinister Society of our Wicked Fiends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Woo.
Woohoo!
Spook.
Spoo. Okay. So we're on Spotify. We are on Pandora. We are on Amazon Music, Amazon Pod, Google Pod, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, and Facebook, Sinister Ghouls / Twisted Sister. Join our group. Keep updated. Instagram, Sinister Ghouls Podcast. Follow us, DM us, whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter, also Sinister Ghouls / Twisted Sister. Sisters, you can find us, follow us there. SinisterGhoul23 at gmail.com. SinisterGhoul23 at gmail.com.
Yep.
Send in your Wicked Tales. We're going to start doing some Wicked Tales in November again. So we have a few. So if you want to send some in, we're going to read them. They could be about anything, just whatever you want. So send those in. I'm trying to think. I think that's pretty much all of it. And we have this weekend and next weekend before Halloween.
Ooh.
We hope you have a fantastic day.
And a good evening. Stay safe.
Stay sexy. Stay spooky.